Hello and welcome to Young at Heart. My name is Terry Rogers and I will be your host today along with my debonair co-host here.
Shane Corson.
Well,
Nice to see you guys again.
It is.
Although we can't actually see you. It's nice to be here.
It's nice to be here and it's so exciting to be here with you again, Shane, and hope we have many more days of working together.
Well, welcome back, Terry. And just in case you missed last week's show, we have a new host, Terry Rogers, the
Yes.
beautiful and talented Terry Rogers.
And I will fill Carol's shoes. She did a great job, so hope to follow in her footsteps. But it's been a really exciting week since I was last with you. We had, the opening ceremonies, we've had the Olympics, and the U.S. is doing really well, so yay, go U.S.
Yeah.
We were watching the swimming last night, the men's relay, and my husband and I are sitting there saying, go, 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 and our dog's sitting in the middle of us looking at us like we were crazy.
What are you talking about?
But speaking
Strange
of all
people.
our talent in the U.S., we have some great talent right here in Pahrump. We have a lot of great guests today that are going to show us or talk about a little bit of their talent. We have the Miss Pahrump and her court,
Right.
which, fabulous, talented young ladies. And myself, having been involved in some of the senior pageants, I know how much work it takes to do those pageants. Did you get a chance to
And-
go or see it?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
And actually, because you know a lot more about this than I do, they walked in and they go, I'm the first attendant, I'm the second attendant. I'm going, what does that mean? So you'll have
And
to
I
explain.
I remember their talents, and oh my gosh, the evening gowns were absolutely gorgeous. But they are so talented. We also have our resident historian, Ms. Flo.
Flo Provenza is here.
And fitness buff, and that's my background is in fitness, so I appreciate that. We have George Arceo, and you're going to be interviewing him, so what's he doing?
George will be talking a little bit about the program that he has. Actually, he's starting tomorrow morning at the Ian Deutsch Park, a physical fitness program geared for children.
And we sure need that with the childhood obesity problem we have in this country.
Yep.
So, and then we're going to do some cowboy cooking or cowboy
A roundup, I guess, of a lot of different
tasty
recipes.
dishes from over the whole year. So we have some exciting guests, and we're looking forward to next week too, and we have some more talent with the local artists. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I'm looking forward to talking to some of the girls from the Miss Pahrump pageant. And I'm so glad I got a chance to go. To me, it's so inspiring. Again, I'm going to be competing in a senior pageant this next month, and so it's always fun to go see. The young people are so inspiring, I think.
How much has the talent shows and the beauty shows and things like that changed over the years? Now the kids are doing it, and
Well, and you know what?
is it still the same format?
I think, of course, everything evolves, but you know what? There's always been talent, but to look at the poise and the maturity of these young people today, I can't remember being that mature at 13 years old. I think our new little Miss Pahrump is, 13 years old? Just to have that poise at 13 or 15 years old.
Do you think it's because they started very, very young, or just do you think it's the personality?
Well, I think that we're offering more programs. I think that because of our generation, we've really learned a lot, and I think we have a lot more to offer. If you look at the baby boom generation, I think we have set the standard from infancy through now, and I think that I'm so proud to be a part of this generation because I think really we are offering a lot more to our younger people too. We're realizing that the things that we didn't do, but they are so talented. I can't take anything away from there. So
That's called progress.
progress, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So and I'm looking forward to talking to them. And George, working with kids too.
Right.
That is so important.
Right.
We had physical education requirements, and they don't have those now. And for me, being a fitness person, I really see where that has gone. And you look at some of the different diseases we're facing today.
Right.
These young people, if they don't do something and get people like George out there, they're really going to be facing some serious diseases soon. So,
Absolutely. It's I can give you relate just a really quick story here. One of my nieces actually was, she had too much of a sedentary lifestyle, not enough good foods, and then she joined the Army and immediately started breaking bones just for the basic pressure on what she was doing. So it's good to start early.
Yeah, it's very good to start early and
All right,
keep
we've got
going.
the countdown here.
All right, so stay tuned. We will be back after a few moments, a few messages here. Hello and welcome back to Young at Heart. I am so honored to be here with three beautiful young ladies who are the current Miss Pahrump and her court. They will be telling us a little bit about the pageant. I actually had the privilege of serving this year with Rachel, who is Sabrina's sister. We did a lot of ribbon cuttings together. But for the introduction of this year's court, we have our Queen, Sabrina Mon. First attendant is Emily Strange, and second attendant is Melanie Ledensky. Yeah, I got it right. And Janet Arrett is sitting here with me. She is a board member who is going to represent the girls. Wow, it was a great pageant. I actually got a chance to go to the pageant, and I saw all of the different things that you guys did, and wow, how talented you all are. It's amazing. You know, one of the things I have to say that I did notice, though, out of 9 of you, 5 of them had the same color gown.
6, actually.
It was similar in color. It was like a teal color. Is that like the popular color?
Well, girls love blue,
Yeah.
of course.
Isn't pink for girls?
Well, yeah, but that's more a little girl color. They grow up and they love blue.
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of rebellious there. So, Janet, you're as a spokesperson and a board member, what kind of pageant is this? Can you give us a little bit of history?
For history, I can tell you that initially the pageant was started as a fundraiser for the Harvest Festival, which is no longer the Harvest Festival, it's called the Fall Festival. And the girl who sold the most tickets to the Harvest Festival, that is the one that won the pageant. So she would be Miss Pahrump.
So she didn't have to do any talent?
No,
Wow.
it was strictly a fundraiser, and the girl that sold the most tickets was the one that won. Now, it was actually Ray Wolfenstein some years later that changed the pageant to include talents to showcase the girls themselves, so that it would be a showcase and a way to lift the girls and teach them some poise.
And self-esteem.
Right, self-esteem.
Wow, and developing that talent. I mean, that's something that will suffice for you for the rest of your life, really, having a talent to do. And I know, Melanie, you said, I just sing. Well, how many of us wish we could just sing, you know? So good for you guys, though, for going out there and doing that. Why do we do this pageant anyhow?
Well, it's mainly for the girls. It's actually a lot of work for the members of the board. The whole community actually gets involved with it. There are gifts that are donated by all the businesses, and it's mainly just a development for the girls. There are workshops for the girls to learn about interview, and there are workshops for modeling, you know, the walks that they do. And they're showcased for their talent, and they have an opportunity to practice their talent until they develop it to its fullest potential in the pageant. And it's just mainly for the girls, and it's also a scholarship pageant. Miss Pahrump actually receives a $500 scholarship. They go to Reno to the
governor's
the governor's ball.
What an opportunity.
And they represent Pahrump, and they actually run on a platform.
Oh, right.
And the platform is a community platform in which the Queen and her attendants go and help her do her platform throughout the year.
Right.
So
now I did notice, let's see, I think one of the platforms was children's literary education. That was Sabrina's.
And Sabrina actually is the one that will be able to get her platform developed throughout the year by the whole by her whole court.
Right. And there was another one that I was really interested in. It was prescription drug responsibility. Was that yours? Okay. That was a good one, a good platform. And I didn't remember what yours was, Melanie.
Mine was animal rights.
Oh, right, animal rights, true. We need that here. Some great platforms. One of the things I did notice is that there was a director's award for the person that had grown the most in the pageant.
Right. Now, this is the second year that they've offered the director's award. And this year it went to Soraya. Okay,
Right.
Sabrina and Soraya, I get the two names
Right,
mixed
right.
up. But
and she seemed rather shy, so she must have really come along
oh,
throughout
she
the
did.
pageant.
She truly had grown the
Beautiful,
most.
beautiful girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, she seemed rather shy, and I could see where there would be some growth there.
The pageant was really the first time that she fully started smiling with all her teeth, and she has such
Oh,
a gorgeous
really?
smile too.
Really? Wow. That's yeah. You could actually almost
She's
see her
beautiful.
actually really come alive throughout the pageant. So that was a good thing too. Well, having been involved in pageants myself, I know there's a lot of work that goes into it. So just how much work goes into the Miss Pahrump pageant?
Well, actually, it's a year-long thing, really. You start thinking about it. Once the girls win, the girls have to be brought to all the ribbon cuttings,
Right,
and
right.
the platform of the Queen needs to be carried out. And they also go to Reno, and they represent Pahrump in the various parades and so forth. But the pageant itself does take quite a bit of work, and it's not done with just the board members
Right.
either.
right.
It takes the whole community to actually put
Right.
this thing
Well,
on.
and Saida Trudeau was a sponsor for this pageant.
Yes, he was. He
and-
was a presenter, and he's been a presenter for very
Now that-
many
you're
years
talking
now.
about Tom Saida.
Right. Tom
Yeah.
Saida.
Yeah, Trudeau's were not able to make it, but yeah. And having, being in the audience there, Tom and Alice were up there in the audience, they had to be so proud to see, what they're doing in the community and being able to sponsor an event like this. I think it's really exciting.
Well, this pageant has been in existence now for, it's 36 years, is that
It was
correct?
36 or 37, I think I read.
36
Yeah,
or 37 years. So it's been in existence for a very long
So our
time.
first Miss Pahrump would be over 40 now.
Oh, yeah.
She would be ready to enter the senior pageants with
She's
us.
probably a mother.
Is she? Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe she's one of their mothers, right? Yeah, but it's I've been here for a long time, and it's you. You probably more than I would know how much it's grown over the years, having been on the board. Well, how do you get on the board?
Well, just a willingness to help out, and if they identify some things that they'd like you to be able to take care of and feel that you can take care of those items, they ask you to be on the board. And this year I took care of gifts, flowers, and the judges.
Right.
Every year we obtain judges that are from out of town that know none of the girls or none of the
Oh, right,
families. They have to be impartial.
Right.
So every year we try to get celebrity judges so that people
Which you
can
did
readily
have.
identify them
Right.
and know that they are absolutely impartial.
Right, right. Now, if someone wants to get involved in the Miss Pahrump pageant, who do they contact?
It'll be next year when we start needing more help. When we really start putting the stage together.
Right.
That's really what we need the most help with. And also, if anybody would like to donate to the scholarship program or any of the girls' gifts, and when you're a donator, as far as that's concerned, you get advertising as well in the program that we put out,
Right.
and we make mention of you during the pageant.
Okay. And
So-
do the girls, are they all from the high school? Or can any young person be part of this
It's
pageant?
from 9th grade to 12th grade.
Okay.
Okay, and this year's Miss Pahrump is the youngest Miss Pahrump that we've ever
Yes.
had. She is only 13 years old,
Well,
Sabrina.
thank you, ladies. It's been such an honor to be here with you, and it was such a great honor to see the pageant. So inspiring. So I wish you all the best in your year reign, and hope you have a great time. I know last year they did a lot last year, and those girls are off to college now. So hopefully you'll have as successful a year as they've had. So, and thank you, Janet.
Oh, you're
for
certainly
being
welcome.
there. And thank you all. Come back again after a few messages from our sponsors.